I think that my expectation was that families have two parents and you have children. And as I got older, I realized that it probably wasn't going to happen with another person, and so I decided to set up on a journey of having my own family. My name is Nathan Richardson. I'm 43 years old. I live in New York City's West Village. Lived here since 2001 when I moved here from Silicon Valley. I am a tech entrepreneur as well as a stay-at-home dad. Hello. I guess I started when I was around 38, really looking into adoption and the various options. I had hoped that I could adopt from Africa. Unfortunately, it's not an option for single men to adopt from foreign countries. So realizing that I needed to find another option, I started exploring surrogacy. I went with a company called Growing Generations, and within 4 months, I was pregnant.
10 years ago, single men were about 5% or less of our practice. And today, single men account for over 15% of our practice, and that number is growing every year. I mean, you may need to get a bigger house. We definitely see more single gay men than we do single straight men. I think partially because a lot of single straight men imagined that they would find a woman someday and have a family the old-fashioned way. Whereas single gay men knew from the beginning that their only options were adoption or surrogacy. For most people going through surrogacy, if they're using an egg donor as well as a surrogate, it's going to be around $150,000. I have many clients from New York, but we have to find their surrogate in a state where surrogacy is legal. There's basically 3 levels of laws around surrogacy. One is states where they have written a specific law about surrogacy, making it legal. 2, there are states which are neutral, so they have no laws for but no laws against. Then 3, there are laws like the one currently in New York and in New Jersey where they have banned commercial surrogacy.
My surrogate was in Kansas. I was staying in the surrogate's house with she and her husband, and we went to the hospital at the crack of dawn, and we went into the operating room, and it took seconds. I get emotional talking about it. It was so cool to all of a sudden Scout screaming, and you've got this baby that's being weighed, and that's yours. And then Dad arrived 30 seconds later. I think that twins are an incredible blessing. Everyone wonders how you do it, particularly with 2 babies, and I recently switched from having a 24/7 baby nurse living with me to having a daytime nanny come in. The first night that I was alone, I was up all night, sort of every time I heard a sound, I was like, is that? And I had to get used to the fact that not every sound is the baby waking up.
Mirrors are fun, aren't they, Scout? Yourself. Ooh, ooh.
Time that our law caught up with the technology that exists. The bill would permit commercial surrogacy contracts to be undertaken in New York State and avail these individuals of the amazing fertility clinics and services that exist here. I think it would lower costs. I think having your network nearby of friendship and family is really important too. And it's an opportunity for a new generation of families to be created.
All right, can you help Daddy with the page? My name is Michael Warren, and I am a father through surrogacy. Isn't this funny? Family is small. There's just the 2 of us. And I'm an older father. I won't be around forever. So I wanted him to have, someone who shared his background.
Friday we are heading to Cleveland. I'm going to have an embryo transfer for a new gestational carrier in the hopes of having a sibling for Jonas.
2 is enough right now. Your left leg out and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey and you turn. I wouldn't change it for a bit. And I think that most people that have gone through surrogacy would say the same thing, that, if they had to do it again, they would do it again and again and again and again.
Okay. Come here. both up. Oh, okay.